Alright, we're gonna play Foolish Mortals. Let's see how this demo goes. I haven't played this one either. So we'll see how this goes. Let's make sure the sound is okay. Let's make sure the sound is okay. I think so. Alright, so we're gonna be checking out Foolish Mortals, and I don't know really anything about this game, so let's see what it's about. I think this one's a little bit of actually I don't know. A murder mystery perhaps? And so this is a demo, and we'll I'm not sure when it comes out either, actually. Or is it already out? I don't think it's out yet. But I think this is another point and click. Are we allowed to skip the intro? I feel like Owl Observatory threw us in so quickly. This one has a bit of a kind of mood setting.
They said there was a treasure on the island, its location known only by the dead. I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too?
I've got a nice little swampy area with the
Spirits and
very,
specters from regions unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Well, welcome back, Murphy McCallum. Have you found all 5 ingredients for the spell?
I found 3 so far. Only 2 are left. The chalk and the coffin nails.
Hurry. The island will lead you to that which you seek. I have no doubt about that.
Interesting. So is it like an island off of like New Orleans maybe? Like Louisiana? Okay, so how will the spell help me find the lost treasure of Bellamore Manor? Do you know what happened to Bellamore Manor? How am I going to find the spell ingredients? Am I going to finish finding the voodoo ingredients?
How will the spell help me find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor?
There are things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard. At least immortals. I commune with regions beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned, return now my servant to do my command.
I have returned to you, Master.
Loa, this gentleman wishes to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies. their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be revealed on the mortal plane.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghosts trapped within the house.
5 ingredients place inside, tie closed, and then unseal. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 5, we can summon the ghosts of Belmore Manor. Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me, Loa. Begone!
Do you know what happened to Bellamore Manor? Would you guys hate me if I turned on the fan? It's so hot. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hopefully that's not too bad.
Do you know what happened at Belmore Manor?
You want to hear a ghost story, Murphy McCallum?
I want to know everything I can about that house.
Then listen closely. Dark magic runs throughout Belmore Manor. The house was built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England who made their fortune trading across the Caribbean. Xavier Belmore, an explorer, Yardley Belmore, an actor, and Cecil Belmore, a scientist. Their parents dead for many years. They each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail. Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard one of her brother's ships. And in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the marriage. But people began to wonder if Abigail was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic. The grand wedding was planned by the 3 proud brothers, but in the months leading up to the wedding, each of the brothers, one by one, was lost, presumed dead. And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the Belmore fortune once she came of age, many people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On the morning of the wedding, the sailor was summoned to her chambers. "I don't love you," Abigail declared. "I never loved you." And to everyone gathered in the house, Abigail declared that that same evening, she would marry another, John Rackham, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company, would be her new groom. Except that didn't happen. On the night of the wedding, everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished. Perhaps the last revenge of the scorned sailor. The house that night held a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force that would unleash evil. But no one knows exactly who each was. If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
Well, that's one way to do it. If you're gonna cancel a wedding, or if you're gonna it just the wedding's already planned out, right? Just marry another person instead. Hold on, let me turn the volume up a little tiny bit. Here we go. Interesting.
How
So
am I going
everybody
to find the spell
vanished.
ingredients?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I have found on this island. It's as though this island pulls the supernatural to it. Keep searching. Once that's complete, I will show you the final step of the spell.
I'm going to finish finding the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
Part 1. The Summoning Spell. Alright. So it's a little point and click, right? Is it the same thing where... Okay. Do we get to click on stuff?
I took the taxidermied fish from the rotting wooden frame.
Our first prize. What's this? Uh-huh.
I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Oh, look at this. Macabre. Oh, hold on. These are the things we have in our inventory? Okay.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it.
I wasn't planning on
Hello.
it, really.
Ah,
Oh.
consarn it! Don't sneak up on people like that. You frighten the dying daylights out of me.
He looked at me like he'd seen a ghost. Sorry, you seem a little jumpy?
I thought you were those pesky kids again.
Kids don't seem like a reason to be scared.
They're little terrors. I'm sure they're gonna give me a heart attack. Last week they showed up with a doctor's note they forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just a very deep sleeper. 7 hours I was out here digging him up,
Oh,
at my
no.
age.
And was he sleeping?
Dead as a dodo, just like those kids will be if I get my hands on them.
My name's Murphy McAllen. I've just arrived on the island.
Well, welcome, Mr. Murphy. I'm Edgar Kettle, gravedigger, undertaker, coffin maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep this cemetery running.
I'm looking for the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Another treasure hunter. Well, let me tell you something, young man. Don't even think about digging up my graveyard. There's no treasure buried here, and I'm already busy enough filling in the holes that are meant to be here.
Do you know anything about the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
I think it's important to leave the dead to rest in peace.
But what if they're not in peace?
Well, I think there's more to that story than meets the eye. You know the 3 brothers went missing, right? Well, if you ask me, I think Abigail Belmore was behind it. She was engaged to a sailor. Nobody like her would go for a commoner.
She might have loved him.
She could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been using him.
Leilani,
Pretending to love
hi!
him, so he'd do her dirty work for her, bumping off her brothers. And
Yeah, I wanna
afterwards,
see your
she
ebooks.
drops him and goes to marry the officer of the company, Fiendish.
Those are some pretty serious allegations.
Just a feeling, that's all. I don't have any evidence.
Show me your emotes.
Work
He
with
got some new
evidence.
emotes today.
You kinda get a sixth sense about things. People killed in mysterious circumstances. like you can tell when someone's sneaking up behind you.
You actually seem to have trouble with
12.
Wise guy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you got 12 new emotes? Oh, I'm ready. The first one is so cute that you showed me. I loved it. How was your day going? Thanks for making it to the stream. Hold on. Hold on. I opened a LaCroix real quick. I didn't want it to make a loud sound. I have limoncello here. How was your day today? I have 14 total. That's awesome. We played another game earlier, a demo, but it was I think maybe I didn't know what I was doing because it looked like a 2-minute demo, but maybe it was a user error. It might have been me. It's pretty good. Only slept 4 hours last night, so I'm dragging. Oh no. Hopefully you get some sleep tonight. Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. Yeah, except I didn't know what I was doing in the last demo. It might have just been me. I really have a suspicion that it was me rather than the demo. It was, the other demo was called Owl Observatory. And the art style was really cool. It kind of reminded me of, like, Edward Gorey art. Oh, wow! Look at that! This is so cute! Oh my god, I love the heart. The Crag one has so much emotion. The anger, fear. Lurk is so cute. Raid. Aw, cozy. That's really sweet. Excited is super cute. Everything's fine. With the fire. That's really, really cute. Good game. And then your dog and your kitty. That's super cute. Those are really, really special. I love those. Those are awesome. They look great. They're so cute. I can't tell which one's my favorite. I think the animals are my favorite because your pets are really, really cute. And then I think the Everything's Fine one is really, really cute. With the fire in the background and you're drinking the tea. I think those are my favorite, but they're all really, really great. They're so cute. I love them!
What do you think was behind the disappearance?
Well, the sailor must have found out he was being manipulated, mustn't he? Done something to get his revenge.
Thanks, I got them from a different artist from last time. They were really cheap. Well, that's good. Oh, I love them. They're really good.
What do you think the sailor did to get his revenge?
Nobody knows. But in his contracts to the Caribbean, he could have come across something fiendish. All we know is that everyone in that house disappeared. And to tell you the truth, I'm quite relieved they did.
Why are
Why's
you
that?
relieved, my man?
Because if they had not disappeared, it would be this old fool who'd have had to bury them.
Oh,
Saved me a good
makes
amount of work.
sense. Makes sense. So everybody disappeared. Well, that's right. It did save them a lot of work.
Have you got any spare coffin nails?
No, I don't got any to spare. I have to buy these out of my own pocket. Do you know how much the parish gives me per burial nowadays? A pittance. The roof's leaking, my table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the coffins. Take my advice. Don't go into this line of work. I'm telling you, undertaking's a dying business.
Still have these other two as well. Oh, I love those. They're so cute. I love them. That's like a huge collection. They're really good.
Have you ever accidentally buried someone who is still alive?
Oh gosh.
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
Think about it, how would I know?
Shouts for help? Desperate shaking of the coffin?
Look,
Didn't they used to
I
bury
haven't
everybody with a
sealed
bell?
anyone up who was chatting away with me, let's put it that way. I usually check for signs of life, but everyone takes shortcuts sometimes, don't they? I deserve some rest in peace, too.
They would like put a little. I don't know if that's it's probably maybe an urban legend, but they used to put a little string, and you could ring the bell if you were still alive in your coffin, and the bell would be like up above on the surface level, and there was like a little string that you would pull to ring the bell.
Do you not find working in a graveyard a little eerie?
Why would it be eerie?
I don't know. Ghosts, maybe?
I don't like to think about ghosts.
Why not?
Because they'd be bad for business. I have my work cut out here with the dead as it is. Imagine if they came back asking for a refund.
Not everyone. Edward Gorey. Sorry, not. I'm still thinking about Edward Gorey. Edward Allan Poe. Yes. Was that because he was afraid that he would be buried alive?
What are you working on?
This is just a pauper's coffin the parish is funding. Lock him in lumber, leave him to slumber. That's what I call it. No frills. This'll end up 5 feet under by the end of the night.
I thought it was supposed to be 6 feet.
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a tea break.
He's cutting corners. Oh no.
Why are you out here working so late?
The funerals take place in the morning, and I prefer to be tucked up in my bed. I don't like those early funerals. I'm not a morning person.
Bo had a bell because he was terrified of being buried alive. Oh. That is quite frightening. Did that used to happen often? Or, and I guess it happened enough that it was a concern.
Did the coffin just move?
Don't even joke about that.
I best be running along.
Don't drop dead. I don't want anything else adding to my to-do list.
Right, it was only $30 for all of them. Most artists charge like $20 per emo. That's really awesome. Yes, it did. It happened often, or it happened, but not often. Ay, yikes. Let's see. Anything else we can
I
talk to
disturbed
him about?
Edgar enough.
Yeah, okay.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it. I didn't need to do anything with the stove, and would have probably burnt my hands if I tried. The tin was empty.
No, we need to steal some coffins, right? Or not coffins, but some nails.
I
Hold
tried to
on.
move.
What is this? Oh no! We're sabotaging him! Oh no, we're nothing but trouble.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for.
Oh, we can continue going this way. Nice. Oh, the moon's pretty.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note.
Let's see the crypt.
I couldn't see any way to open it.
Sometimes a person would be in a coma and wake up only after they were buried. Good night again. Good night. Hopefully you don't have bad dreams after our scary talk of people buried alive. Yikes. I hope you have a good night. Oh. Leilani, guess what I got to play? I got to play Copycat. So it's coming out tomorrow, but they sent me a code. I don't know if I told you about this.
Walking into the port town of Dead Nettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank. Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo from expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Golden treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
But, yeah, I put up my gameplay of it, yesterday. I cried like a baby. It's a very sad game. There are sad parts of it. Uh-oh. Oh no, what's going on? Oh, is the game crashing? No! My game crashed? Is it not gonna, hopefully it's saved. Is it one of those that saves your progress? Oh no! Oh my god, that's so cool. How was it? Oh no, I don't want to be sad. It had sad parts, but the whole game wasn't sad. But you played the demo. Oh good. Thank God. The game unfroze. I was getting worried there. I was like, no, our progress isn't saved. Hold on, is there a way to save our progress? Speaking of which. That was weird.
I tried the door. It was locked.
It was really, really good. I don't want to spoil it for you, though. I'm like trying to figure out what to say about it without any spoilers.
The sign read, "The Fantastic Fantaccio Brothers will be performing tonight. People of all ages welcome. Donations welcome even more so."
I guess we can go in there too, huh? Let's go in here first. Come on, Murphy, you walk so slow. It's okay. I don't mind spoilers, except especially if they're sad. If they're a sad one. Oh. Okay, that's just us walking behind.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was invisible, as though if he ignored me hard enough, there was a chance I'd disappear. I said good evening?
I suppose, if one's standards are low enough. Have you taken a wrong turn, sir?
I'm just having a look around.
Well, make it a quick one.
Also going to watch your video anyway, so I'm going to be spoiled. Oh. Thanks for watching my video. I've actually, so I played it twice. I played it once to pre-record for YouTube. And then because they had an embargo, which doesn't that sound official? They had a social media embargo until the 17th. So they sent the key, and I could play the game and record, but I couldn't post anything until the 17th, so I pre-recorded it, and then I posted it yesterday when the embargo was lifted, and then today I streamed the game the second time, and I did all the opposite options. Like the options you wouldn't choose, like you know how at the very end of the demo there's an option like would you stay or leave, Olive, and like nobody would leave, right? But I was like, we gotta do it for science, so I left. I left Olive. It was so sad. It was awful. And just other choices that I did. Nobody who wasn't insane wouldn't make.
Who are you? My name is Felix Greer, maitre d', bartender, and acting manager of the Captain's Club, when Mr. Perkins has his night off. And who, pray tell, are you?
Murphy McAllen. I'm looking for the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Oh, goody. Another young adventurer seeking fame, fortune, or some combination of the two. Just what Dead Nettle's been lacking for local color.
What is this place?
This, sir, is the Captain's Club, a private members club for current and retired sea and riverboat captains. We are highly exclusive. Are you a captain?
He asked with a smugness that told me he already knew the answer.
I thought not. Then may I recommend a swift exit? You'll find a convenient egress approximately 180 degrees to starboard. If you like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction, sir. And don't feel a need to stop walking until your ankles get soggy.
Oh no, not the old lady. Yep, I left the old lady on the bathroom floor after she fell. It was bad. It felt bad. But we did it for science to see what would happen.
What can you tell me about Dead Nettle?
Do you think you've wandered into the local library? Should we gather around for story time?
I was just hoping to talk to someone obviously so knowledgeable about the area.
Well, yes, unfortunately I'm plagued with an encyclopedic knowledge of the local area. My concierge duties require it. I have a spiel. Welcome, hardy traveler, to our quaint port town of Dead Nettle. Once this town you see around you was a hub of commerce, a beacon for ships bravely navigating between America, Europe, and the Caribbean. With the unfortunate dissolution of the Belmore Trading Company, our town has settled into a quieter life, perfect for the sailor ready to hang up their cap. We hope that you enjoy your time in our homely town and perhaps explore some of the local sites. With the Captain's Club always here as your home port.
Why was the Belmore Trading Company dissolved?
Well, you're taking me off script, but it really was quite the scandal. The 3 owners of the company vanished, and there was simply nobody left to run the company.
Wasn't there anyone who tried?
The first officer of the company, Mr. Rackham, looked to step up, but he disappeared too. I do wish the company hadn't collapsed.
I bet lots of people share that wish.
I might have more customers if it hadn't.
What do you know about the lost treasure of Belmore Manor?
Do you think you're living in a storybook? Weathered maps, talking parrots, X marks the spot? Grow up, you silly boy. Captaincy is an accomplished skill which doesn't need belittling by childish tales like lost treasure.
This guy is annoying. He is so mean. Right?
What do you know about the Belmore wedding?
You mean the disappearance of the Belmore wedding? On moonlit nights when the waves crash against the rocks, the captains of this club trade yarns about this very mystery. Did you know Abigail Belmore's fiancé was a sailor who worked on the ships? Some of the old boys here even worked with him. They say he loved her.
That's
as
the
true
only
as a
thing I know
captain
about
loves
him.
the sea. But she was a temptress, a siren who scuttled that sailor's heart.
What did she do?
After months of engagement, she broke it off and chose to marry an officer of the company instead, on their very wedding day.
Who was the man she chose to marry instead?
John Rackham, a landlubber who only used the bounties of the sea to fill his coin purse. But the Belmores harnessed his ambitions for the company, his expertise at imports and exports.
Why did she do it?
What many people don't know is that mysterious things had been found on one of the company voyages to the Caribbean. Mystical things, some say.
What did they find?
The crew was sworn to secrecy by the Belmore brothers, and all of the men were loyal enough to keep their word. But the rot in the rope was that sister, Abigail. People say that the discovery took hold of her. With the broken heart of the sailor and the resources of the officer, she was about to unleash something terrible. Perhaps it was a good thing that they all disappeared.
Do you think that's true?
Of course not. It's all nonsense. But the captains do love to outperform each other with such tales on a dull evening.
You got some merch coming? No way. That's awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Oh my gosh, as soon as you have pictures or something, send me. I really want to see it. That's so cool.
What makes you think I'm not a captain?
Well, for one thing, you lack the grizzle, the crustiness, the essential R of a captain.
How do I get those?
Years of exposure to salt water and sullen, uncooperative crew members, I should think. Tell me, have you ever captained a 3-rigger through a tropical typhoon? Have you ever run the rapids of the Mississippi without hitting a single reef? Wind in your sails, fire in your furnace, waves beneath your keel?
Have you?
Well, it's more complicated than that.
In what way?
I get seasick.
Is there any way to prove I'm a captain?
You might show me your captain's license. As I'm sure you know, the state of Louisiana requires all captains, both sea and riverboat, to carry one. But don't try to foist me off with a fake. Last week, we had someone present a license with a photograph distinctly unlike their contemporary appearance. The photograph was clearly of someone a good deal older than them, with more facial hair and, most importantly, one less eye.
I best be casting off.
Don't feel the need to rush back, sir.
Yikes. He was mean.
There was nothing in the fountain apart from a rim of moss.
Look at that empty bird cage up there. Are we gonna be searching for a bird? Anything over here?
You can't go up there. It's for members only.
Alright. I think we found everything. My god, there's this moth, and it keeps attacking me. Well, in the way that a very small moth can. The only thing it can do is land on me. Ooh, I thought it was a snake. I thought that was a snake tail. And once in a while it lands on me and freaks me out. I keep hoping Long Cat will come get it. But he's in his office, underneath the sink. He's in the cupboard underneath the sink. And I call it his office because he goes in there and he shuts the door. But I got him this little cat tower, and it was supposed to come on Saturday, but it came today instead. And it's petting height, so I'm really hoping he comes over.
Are the fish biting?
Well, not so well today, to tell the truth. They must have been spooked by something. But you should have seen them yesterday. I was having to fight them off the rod. The name's Ned Kipps, by the way. Just Kipps to my friends.
I'm Murphy McCallum.
Nice to meet you, Mac. What are you doing on this old rock anyway? I haven't seen you around before. Here on vacation?
I guess you could say that.
Then you got worse judgment than an arm wrestler squaring up to a kraken. Hope you don't regret it.
Me too.
Of course, I completely changed my Discord server. If you are in the Discord, you can react to the roles you want to be a part of, and you will automatically get sent all of the updates, everything you want to be a part of. Awesome. After you're done your stream, I can show you how to do it. Yeah, for sure. Because you know me, I don't understand Discord very well. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be streaming though, because I don't know if you said you only got 4 hours
The
of sleep.
Louisiana Book of Records. There's this fish called a pinkoza that swims around these parts. Delicious barbecue. And you're looking at the fella that's caught the heaviest pinkoza ever weighed at the Dead Nettle Docks. Now I'm looking to see if it's a state record, maybe even national, or a world record.
That's some achievement.
Oh, it was. Got my photograph on the front page of the newspaper and everything.
A pinkoza. Sammy just learned how to do it. That's cool. Yeah, I'd love a crash course.
What do you do with the fish you catch?
A couple I save for myself, and the rest I sell to the Captain's Club. They fancy them up with lemon lobster, slawfish something or other. Fools. Everyone knows the best way to cook them is to barbecue them. But then again, I haven't eaten in that place my whole life.
Why not?
I don't have a captain's license, so they won't let me in.
Don't you have a fishing boat?
Now, I used to. The Petit Pichet. But they don't count it if it doesn't have a crew.
What happened to it?
That's it across the harbor with its bow sticking out the water. It was the strangest thing. There I was, fishing just out in the bay, when a sea serpent comes out the water, wraps itself around the boat. Well, I was going to be a goner. Jabbed my fishing pole right in its beady eye, throttled the motor, and managed to make it back to shore just as the hull went under. It's lucky I made it out alive.
That's a pretty tall tale.
I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
It was clear that Ned had a penchant for fanciful stories. He told them with such vigor, I think he'd convinced himself they were true.
Yeah, I love how he believes that everybody disappeared and there's like all these, voodoo, like mystical powers, and then he won't believe in the sea serpent.
I'm looking for the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Well, I've heard a tall tale or two, but even I'm not spending my time looking for that. It's been lost for 30 years now.
Lost means it's still ready for finding.
I've traveled every waterway on this island, and I haven't even seen a hint of it. It could be at the bottom of the ocean for all I know, and I've found a few treasures in my time. French treasure, British treasure, pirate treasure, but no Belmont treasure.
Do you still have those treasures?
Well, I had to hide them again. Give someone else a chance to find it. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
We'll be up for another 2 hours. Perfect. This is pretty funny. Enjoy.
What do you know about the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
Now there's a tale to tell. You know about Miss Belmore? The bride engaged to the sailor? I heard she was having an affair. Getting up to no good with this fellow called John Rackham. He was one of the Belmore Company's higher-ups. Anyway, Sailor catches wind of it and tricks Rackham into giving the lady a gift. That's what caused everything to go topsy-turvy.
What was the gift?
Call me a liar, but there are places in the Caribbean that trade things more elusive than gold. Ungodly things.
Is that what you think caused the disappearance?
What else could it be?
What can you tell me about Miss Belmore?
Ah, Abigail. More beautiful than a mermaid, and twice as fishy. Seems like such a nice girl, too. Until the affair. It seems so unlike her.
What about the sailor?
Don't know much about him. Never met the fella. I never got involved in the dock work, to tell the truth. Always preferred to sit with my fishing pole and fend for myself. We all figured that Abigail being in love with him and everything. He must have been fine folk. I think we were wrong. Poor Rackham, though. He was wronger still. I'm a business guy myself. Get the product, sell the product. Nothing wrong with bringing home the bacon. But he brought back trouble, and he paid the price.
I suppose it was a mistake for him to get involved with Abigail.
It's risky mixing business and pleasure.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac. That's for weighing fish. No one's going to beat my record.
What's the sunken ship right here? Little boat. There we go. Is there anything else to talk to him
I decided to
about?
leave Kips to his fishing.
It's a little bit like, reminds me a tiny bit of Monkey Island.
The fishing net was so worn, it looked like it might fall apart at any moment. It wasn't going to be of any use to me.
Let's see. Anything over here? But yeah, I'll probably be done in 2 hours or less. Bloom canned beef.
The latest newspaper contained a photograph of the fishermen on the docks, with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record. Nothing else was of interest.
All right. So we're still looking for.
Stop right there. What's your name?
Murphy McAllen.
I haven't seen you before. What's your business?
I'm just visiting. Why do you need to know?
Because your business is my business, and my business is news. I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized. Come on, work with me here, Murphy. I need something juicy. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any deep, personal secrets to reveal?
The honest-to-God truth. No.
I need a good story. I can't always let something minor like the truth stand in the way of that. Don't even think about touching that machine.
You don't want me touching your press? How about the string? And scissors. Anything else we can swipe?
I wasn't going to get ink all over my hands.
I love that the talk to people icon is a skull.
There was no way I was going to get past the newspaper editor to get it. Besides, I didn't know how to operate it.
Hey, you can't come back here.
Sorry.
Yes?
Hi. What are you working on?
Listen to this. An innocent victim's domesticated canine has been suddenly and mysteriously ripped away from them by fate. Its location and intentions are unknown.
Wait, are you talking about a lost dog?
Technically, it's not lost anymore. It was found shortly before I got to the house. But still, the story must be written.
I have a headline suggestion. Lost dog, not lost.
I have a personal suggestion. Butt out.
Don't you have more interesting stories to write about?
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly do. Believe me, I've tried to get juicier stories. Scouring the island, doorstop interviews, hiding beneath windows.
You eavesdrop on people through their windows?
It's called investigative reporting.
I'm doing some research on the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Leave it. That's my advice. There's no story in it.
No story?
Not that anyone would believe. And I've got advertisers breathing down my neck.
What's your theory on Belmore Manor?
This might sound far-fetched, but I think it was hypnotism. All the puzzle pieces make sense.
Who was hypnotized?
Abigail, by that strange sailor she was going to marry. This newspaper had been publishing a bunch of stories about spooky goings-on across the island. We even had tip-offs of black magic inside Belmore Manor. Can you believe it?
Who was doing black magic?
Well, we weren't told for sure, but it makes sense, doesn't it? The sailor! Why else would someone as powerful as Abigail want to marry a lowly manual worker like him? Come the night of the wedding, and she wised up. Married John Rackham, the company's first officer. Much more on her social standing, and a responsible choice for the company.
So she did end up marrying him?
What do you think caused
Hold on.
everyone to disappear?
The last revenge of the sailor's sorcery. But imagine me writing that into a piece of serious journalism. I'd be laughed out of the industry.
What's in those filing cabinets?
Past issues of the newspaper, starting right back in 1864. Of course, things were a lot more interesting when Dead Nettle was thriving as a port town. Comings and goings of people, ships, and cargo. Lots to report on back then. More than the dregs I have to dress up now.
Why did the ship stop coming to Dead Nettle?
The Belmore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold off. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
Do you have any back issues featuring the Belmore Manor wedding?
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding and disappeared along with everyone else.
Oh,
The newspaper had to
interesting.
shut up shop for weeks while it was restaffed. This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
I think I better be going.
Keep your eyes out for a story, McAllen. There are secrets on the island, and it's my job to sell advertisements next to them.
Interesting. So when they said everybody disappeared, they mean everybody. I don't see anything else in here that we can mess with. So I think, what did we need? We needed like nails. That's all I remember we needed for the spell. You walk so slowly. And this place was shut. Oh, is this the manor?
Framed by trees and lit by moonlight, Belmore Manor stood imposingly in the still night air. Even without lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me, or warning me. I wasn't going to wade into the pond. I scanned the house for a way in, perhaps an unlocked door or window, but my search was without luck. I scanned the house for a way in, from the gathering moss and rust, it was clear the patio set hadn't been used in decades.
It's a horseshoe.
So much for good luck. I picked up the horseshoe that assaulted me. It was heavy, very heavy.
Oh, we can go down the path and then to the island. Let's go to the path first, right? And then let's see what's back here. Oh. Okay. Actually, I think it was faster to walk back that way. It took him forever to walk this way. We'll have him go to the island. Not enabled for demo. Should we go back to the... Is the guy just gonna be like, oh, you haven't brought me the ingredients?
You've returned. Have you found all the ingredients and placed them in the Gree-Gree?
No.
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I have not.
I'm going to finish finding the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
Oops. Oh. Is this the Gree-Gree? Where's the... How do I find... Hold on. Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay, get gunpowder. Oh, okay, get black feather. Get chalk. Okay, get nails. Okay. Get nails and get chalk. Where were we? So nails, we were supposed to get them maybe from the coffin place. And then the chalk we're supposed to get from where? What place had chalk? Will be found in these pages. Only proceed when diary need. Once the diary is opened, click on the goal circle to reveal a new clue. Should we proceed? I don't know. Man. No, we should solve it ourselves. I don't know. How are we supposed to do it though? Alright, let's go. How are we supposed to get these nails? You know what? I don't know. Never mind, it's not gonna tell me. Oh wait, oh it is gonna tell me. The cemetery behind the church was the best place for coffin, but the grave digger had just finished sealing one up. Yeah, but it wasn't letting us take the nails. He was complaining about once being tricked into thinking he'd buried someone alive. If I wanted him to open the coffin, perhaps I could do something like that again. There was a wall to hide behind and throw my voice, but I needed a way to make the coffin shake as though someone was trapped inside. Firstly, I noticed that the corner was being held up by a jack. Oh yeah, we removed the jack. Taking it made the table wobble, but I needed to be able to move it from a distance. Oh, we got string. Oh, hold on. Oh wait, Hold on. Heading to the newspaper office, I found a ball of twine. Oh yeah, we found the twine. I tried the cemetery table, then hid behind the wall. Oh my god. Convinced somebody was still inside the grave digger, removed the nails and threw them in the tin can, allowing me to retrieve them. How about this? Let's see. A poster outside the Captain's Club suggests that it had billiards inside, and maybe billiard chalk, but the how do you say that? Wouldn't let me inside without a captain's license. Thinking one might have been left at the old river boat, I opened the shack window and found a license inside, but it needed my photograph. The newspaper editor had a camera but wouldn't let me take photographs without doing something newsworthy yesterday. The fisherman had broken an island record for harvesting fish. I found a taxidermied fish aboard the Spirit Queen. Spirit Queen, but hanging it on the dock sails showed it wasn't heavy enough. A big, heavy horseshoe hung from the gazebo at the Belmore Manor, which regrettably fell on my head when I walked beneath it. I placed the horseshoe into the fish and hung it on the dock's scales and promptly had my photograph taken for the newspaper. Okay. Let's go. I know that was a bit of a cheat. Oh, wait.
The house was built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England.
Did that just skip
who
the
made their
whole
fortune
me doing
trading
that?
across the Caribbean.
Oops.
Xavier Belmore, an explorer, Yardley Belmore, an actor, and Cecil
We've
Belmore,
seen this part.
a scientist. Their parents dead for many years. They each loved and cared for their young sister.
What did I do?
Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard one of her brother's ships. And in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore
no way to skip
brothers
this.
sanctioned the marriage.
Is there? Oh. Oh, wait. If I click the photograph, yeah. Okay, it's because I clicked that photograph. That's why that was happening. Okay, so there's a wall that we can hide behind? Is it this wall? What wall? What wall are you talking about? It said that there was a wall that we could hide behind and throw our voice. And then the coffin would rattle? Huh? Might actually fall asleep in an hour instead of 2. I'm extra tired. Yeah, I know, because you need your rest. So we can do that, the Discord thing a different day whenever you have time. Yeah, I want you to be able to rest. I don't know what I'm doing. It said that there was a wall that I can hide behind.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note.
No, I'm streaming today. Oh, I'm not sure. Whenever this demo's done. I don't know how long the demo is. And I'm not sure. I might want to do another demo because I was kind of planning to do a couple of demos today. That way I've got stuff to post for the week. I don't know what I'm doing though. The first demo was I didn't know what I'm doing, and this one I don't know what I'm doing. Even though it literally told me what to do. Hold on. Okay. There was a wall to hide behind and throw my voice, but where is the wall? But I needed a way to make this coffin shake as though someone would try. Hold on. Okay. So maybe we can tie the twine around the table? Is that its problem?
With the jack removed, the table rocked freely.
Can
A
we...
coffin sat upon a rickety-looking table, with one leg shorter than the others.
Hold on. Twine. Ooh. Haha.
I tied the twine to the uneven table and took up a hiding spot behind a nearby wall.
Oh, thank
It
God.
was
He does it by
time to
himself.
wake the dead.
He does it by himself. Good.
Hello? Hello? Why is it so dark in here?
Huh? Who's that?
I'm stuck! Help! Help!
If that's you kids.
Get me out of this thing!
Oh, no, not again.
Thanks, Leilani. Thanks for doing that.
Mister, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was told... Mister? Oh, consarn it. Next time I see those kids, I'm gonna have a lineup of Pee-wee coffins ready for them. See how they like being scared out of their wits.
Yay, I'm so glad I made you a mod. Now we can go get the nails, right? Nice. Oh.
I picked up the handful of discarded coffin nails from the tin.
I know those spam bots come by sometimes. It's really annoying. Oh, so we have the nails. Now we can go get the fishy. So we're gonna put... Yeah. So we'll put... I think the horseshoe inside of the fish. Oh, jeez, hold on.
With the ripped seam as an opening, I placed the horseshoe inside the taxidermied fish. Now it was heavy.
I wouldn't have figured this out.
Matt, does that say what I think it does? You've been holding back on me. That breaks my record.
McCallum! You just broke the island fishing record.
Woo.
How did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now, I'm doing the questions here. So what led to this unbelievable turn of events? Years of practice? Or a one-in-a-million fluke? Did the fish just jump into your lap as you walked the quayside? Was the fish dropped by a passing seagull?
Would have been a pretty darn big seagull.
Just beginner's luck, I guess.
As I suspected, well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story on this evening's edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette, and this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
I've got to hand it to you, Mac. That fish is a whopper. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He's gonna find that horseshoe on it. Can we get off the scale? No. Then we're supposed to go inside of a... What? Oh, whoa! Hold on. No. No. Continue. Hold on. We're supposed to get... Okay. Huh? Okay, so the newspaper was already in print by the time I visited the way. But I needed a way to cut it out. Fortunately, a pair of scissors lay on the table. Okay. Or is it over here? Because we're supposed to find a fisherman's license, but we're supposed to attach our photograph to it.
The latest newspaper contained a photograph of the fisherman on the docks, with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record. Nothing else was of interest.
That's me. Is it in here?
Murphy,
Is this the
have
paper
you
right
seen
here?
the cover of the evening edition? I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple, unsophisticated. Makes it all the more surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it framed.
That will cost you.
I picked up the newspaper. The fewer people that saw it, the better. Carefully, I cut my photograph out of the newspaper.
Now we're supposed to find... fisherman's license. But where is it? Does it not want to show me anymore? Reveal your secrets. Show me the clues. Ah, come on. So it said to go into some building, and then there was the fisherman's license was inside the building. Is this the fisherman's license?
That wasn't going to work. That didn't work. The poster advertised billiards at the Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing a cube of billiard chalk.
Let's see, so there was a fishing hut, right? There was a fishing hut near the boat that we started out at. Should we go back there?
With a bit of elbow grease, I pushed up the wooden window
Oh, good.
frame.
Yeah.
Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spider webs, and on top it, one thing lay undisturbed: a small folded document, which I picked up, along with an unintentional 8-legged companion. Ugh! Ghost stories and haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Alright.
I stuck the cutout photograph onto the still tacky interior of the captain's license. It was convincing enough.
Nice. Oh, I'm glad we went back here. Now we go to here. And I think here. Hi Shinobi, how's your day? How are you doing? Welcome. We're playing a demo. It's like a puzzle solving demo.
I didn't have anything else to ask Felix. My credentials.
Yes.
You're telling me you are a captain?
Yes.
I trust it's all in order.
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this
Absolutely.
club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon evening with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll be accepting this tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Oh, I will make use of it, for sure. Haha. Nice. So, chalk. Billboard chalk. Nice. That's what we needed. Anything else in here?
The cabinet was locked. I considered playing a game, but billiards without the balls and cues wouldn't have been very engaging.
Right. How would you play without them? I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? Let's see. The globe.
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me.
Alright, I think we have what we came for. Bye, loser. He was so mean to us. So snobby. Let's see. Let's head back to the ship. He was the worst. He was. Let's see. So, we're making like I don't know if just returning to the sky is good enough. I think he wants us to do something with it. Do we put it in here?
You return. Have you found all the ingredients and placed them in the gree-gree?
In the Greek.
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I do have the. Wait, found another ingredient. Where's the gree-gree? Is this the gree-gree?
I found another ingredient for the summoning spell.
Wonderful. Place it inside the gree-gree, then return when you have all 5.
Where's the gree-gree? What's a gree-gree?
I'm going to finish finding the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
What's a gree-gree? I don't know what a gree-gree is. Is this a gree-gree? What's a gree-gree? Alright. Let's see. I don't know if that's a gree-gree. I don't know what a gree-gree is. Guys, help. What's a gree-gree?
I didn't need to show him that.
I'm guessing the sack is not the gree-gree. Should we? I think it's that glowing circle thing in the room. Okay, yeah, right? But every time I enter the room, it only lets me talk to the guy, and it immediately prompts, like, have you put all the ingredients in? It doesn't...
You've returned.
It doesn't
Have you
let
found
me...
all the ingredients and placed them in the gree-gree?
See?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I can't.
I'm going to finish finding the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
Where do I put them? What's a gree-gree? I don't know what that is. Should we Google it? Let's see. Let's Google what it is. So maybe it was the swamp? It's the bayou.
I doubted there was anything useful in the bayou. I wasn't going to risk having my arm bitten off by an alligator to confirm those doubts.
Huh. Okay, I'm Googling gree-gree. How was it spelled? It was spelled like grease or something. Giais? G... Oh god, I'm scared to Google it. What if I spell it wrong and then... Okay, hold on. Wait, we'll go back and we'll see the spelling of gree-gree.
You've returned. Have you found all the ingredients
Gris.
and placed them in the gree-gree?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay, let's see what it is. It's a restaurant. It's a talisman. A voodoo amulet. Oh, is it in our inventory, maybe? Hold
I'm
on.
going to finish
Maybe there's an
finding the voodoo
amulet
ingredients.
inside of our...
Hurry back.
Is there an amulet inside? There's a restaurant called, the Gree. Hold on. Okay. Anything of these look like an amulet? Is this an amulet? Okay.
I placed the chalk into the gree-gree.
Yeah, there we go. It looks like a little pouch.
I thought I'd keep that to myself.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't think you'd be interested in that.
Hold on. Nails.
I didn't think you'd be interested.
Nails. I'm trying to pick up the nails. Drop it.
That wasn't going to work.
I know it wasn't gonna work. Can you put it? There we go. Nails in
I
the
placed the
gree-gree.
coffin nails into the gree-gree.
Into the
I've done it.
gree-gree.
All 5 ingredients for the summoning spell. Now I needed to head back to the Spirit Queen.
Nice. We did it.
Murphy, have you done what was asked of you?
I have.
Have you put all the ingredients in the gree-gree?
Wonderful. Now, it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear!
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus.
The focus of the spell is that which you are casting it upon. Belmore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Belmore Manor is what you must direct the spell with.
Murphy, do you have an image of Belmore Manor we can use?
Do we? Huh?
Yes. That will work. Place it inside the gree-gree as the final ingredient.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the gree-gree.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again.
Ooh.
Open the gree-gree, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
With some trepidation, I took the gree-gree from my pocket, and then, with a deep breath, opened it.
Oh. Oh, power's back on.
At last, I am free.
Servant, what's happening?
We freed.
I was never your servant.
I am your master. You shall do my bidding. I command you.
Foolish mortal, you have served your purpose.
The name
No
of the
longer
game.
do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter. Now my true spirit form is freed.
Loa, do as I say.
You have no more use to me.
Bum bum bum. Oh, who's the spirit now?
I wasn't sure what I'd just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out, and fast.
Oh.
Gazing into the spirit pool, it looked like I could see formless faces gazing back at me.
Jump in. Hop on in.
Sitting in a big fancy chair definitely wasn't enough justification to leap through raging flames. Surrounded by a burning inferno, I wasn't going to complicate matters by picking up lit candles, even if the phrase was to fight fire with fire. I needed to get out of the door, and fast, but I was going to need to extinguish the fire to reach it.
Water.
Extinguishing the flames seemed like a smart move, but the bottle was empty.
Oh. Maybe we should have filled that up before. And I don't know. What's this? Throw this on it.
That wasn't going to work.
Oh.
I couldn't do that.
The gree.
That wasn't going to work.
Cut.
That didn't work.
Cut the fire.
That didn't work.
What do you think? It's in your back. Noise. How do we get out of here?
I couldn't do that.
I don't want to be a pumpkin eater. This could be maybe a little hint. I need a way to extinguish the voodoo flames in order to escape. Fortunately, there was a pool of spirit water in the... Oh, okay, gotcha. I gotcha. I see what you're putting down. Try filling the bottle with
I filled the
green
bottle
pool.
with water from the spirit pool.
Yes, you are right, Leilani. Woo! Freedom! Oh, it's Abigail! She is not happy with us. Uh-oh, she's like, you're coming with me. Whoop! Nice. To be continued. Foolish Mortals demo. That was cute, huh? That was a cute little game. I was kind of bad at solving the puzzles, though. I needed to use my little noggin a little more, didn't I? Is there anything after the, anything after the credits? I wonder when this game is coming out. Let's look it up real quick. I learned what a Greekery is. Oh, it's already out. For some reason, I thought that it wasn't out. It came out in 2023. I guess because back a while back, I downloaded a bunch of demos. And yeah, I downloaded a ton of demos a while back, and I kept thinking, oh, I'll play these eventually. So now's the time that I want to play through all the demos, because it's kind of nice, you know, just like have a little variety of games to play. That's just kind of short little snippets just to check out a game. It's nice. It was cool, kind of a long demo, which is nice for once. Yeah, I think I play games really, really slowly, so I was thinking, I think you could probably play it a little faster than I did, but I still wonder if that owl one that we played, if that was just user error, if that was my fault, or if the demo really was just 2 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I could show it to you, and you could see if there's more to the demo if I'm just really not figuring it out. Let me see real quick, actually. Hold on one second.